We've got a really exciting guest that's joining us now, and she's doing it satellite via New York. Lisa Whelchel, right, Carla?
Yeah, we're so excited to chat with her. Good morning.
Good morning.
So this show is fascinating. Collector's Call. What made you want to get involved with it?
Mostly just because I'm a lifelong learner. I'm just fascinated by people and their stories. And this included collectibles, and every collectible has a story. Every person who collects that much is quite a character. And of course, they are worth interviewing and learning about. And so it was just right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, and there's some pretty interesting items here. We saw a mold of Tom Cruise's teeth, some presidential hair. What are some of the other unique items that you saw?
Those are two of the most unique, but I mean, also things that just, I think one of the things that makes collectibles so connecting is that they touch something in our own history, in our own childhood. So for instance, there was one gentleman who has the prop telephones from I Love Lucy show, Dick Van Dyke show, and the Andy Griffith show. And there's something about seeing this piece of TV memorabilia that harkens back to your own childhood that immediately hooks you in those soft spaces in your heart.
I think what's pretty cool about this is you have different kind of wacky collections that maybe even sometimes a little weird. However, what's bringing these people together is what makes this so special. So can you talk to me just about what these people had in common?
I think when you trace back their collections, it's usually something in their childhood, always something to do with their heart, something that touched them at that moment. Perhaps it's a relationship that they shared this common interest with. And it may be someone who's not even still here, that just keeping those memories alive, keeping that time of life alive, and keeping those feelings alive in the heart.
Lisa, I got to try and compose myself as I ask this question because I grew up on Facts of Life, and I still see you as Blair. When you're that good at a character, it's hard to see anything but that. But I do want to talk about Collector's Call here, because as we talk about the memorabilia, there's so much more to the show as we talk about the connections with people and also the memorabilia. But there's also a twist to the show. Can you enlighten us?
Yeah, we bring in an appraiser who appraises their collection, but they also bring an elusive item that's been on their wish list. But the trick is they have to trade it for something of equal value. And it's always really interesting to see, no matter how much they've been looking for this one item, really coveting it, every single piece in these collectors' collections has meaning to them, has a story behind it. And it's really difficult for them to let go of something they have, even for something they want.
And Lisa, I have to ask you, is there anything that you collect?
You know, my aunt was an antique dealer, and so she taught me about collecting. And we used to travel together. And again, like these other collectors, it's the memories that I share with my aunt who used to travel with me, and she would always be scouring things for her antique store and teaching me along the way. And one of the ways that things that she helped me collect were antique teddy bears and dolls.
Oh, and you just have that kind of moment of nostalgia, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's talk Facts of Life. It's the 40th anniversary, as we're talking about nostalgia and just how people feel when they see you kind of connected to a show like this. How has that show, well, first let's ask, it's the 40th anniversary. How does that feel? And have you seen any memorabilia that's going to be connected with that show yet?
Yeah, it feels like when they first said that they were going to that MeTV was going to host a little mini marathon before the premiere of Collector's Call, and they wanted me to choose my top 5 favorite shows, and we filmed over 200, and they said it's for the premiere, the 40th anniversary of the premiere. It was really hard for me to believe it's been that long. And yes, it's interesting that so many of these collectors do have something to do with Facts of Life, or I was on the Mickey Mouse Club before that, and a lot of them have some of that memorabilia as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Lisa, you know, Mickey Mouse Club to Blair on Facts of Life, and almost, if I remember correctly, Rachel from Friends, but that never came to fruition on your accord. Can you share with those who are unaware of why that didn't happen? Because in a world that we live in, you're so genuine and wholesome. Can you let us know why that never happened?
Well, you know, I would like to say it didn't happen because I turned it down, but I didn't actually ever get the part. So that's just, I can't make that leap. I was offered to read for the part after they had already filmed the pilot, and they decided they wanted somebody different for the Rachel character. I had just finished Facts of Life. It was on NBC. It seemed like a no-brainer to have me come in and consider it. They sent me the script. It was the funniest pilot script I'd ever read, but I could also kind of see where the show was going to go. And that was just not something that I wanted to be a part of. As far as I love being on the Facts of Life, and it's why I love MeTV as well, because it really is uplifting entertainment, and it does seem to be that some of the I don't know. Sometimes it makes me feel like I need to brush my teeth after I've watched television.
Lisa, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us this morning. Collector's Call with Lisa Whelchel premieres Sunday at 9 p.m. on MeTV. Plus, you can catch 5 of Lisa's favorite episodes of The Facts of Life Sunday on MeTV before the premiere of Collector's Call. The marathon starts at 4 p.m.